Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semi-final stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semi-final. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semi-final collision. Returner looking to make a play here. Offense begins backed up here thanks to that poor return. Well, the energy of this building, Chris, is just going to pick up as this Sugar Bowl unfolds. As they say in New Orleans, le bon temps brûlé. Let the good times roll.
And really one of the more hostile environments, I think, when it comes to bowl games. You know, I've called so many games in here. Think about the history. Going all the way back to 1935, they played the Sugar Bowl right here in New Orleans. I think a lot of people have associated this bowl game with the SEC. But as we've seen since the start of the playoff, teams like Washington, Ohio State, Clemson, among others, have made this trip down here to the Bayou.
The Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw it here on second down. On the run here. Lets it go. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Sets up as a 3rd and 3 here on this opening possession. And they pick up the first on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Wildcats bring their punt team onto the field. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. And the returner will be brought down. So the Florida State Seminoles offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
First down, we're going to throw the football. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Well, that's a great job by this defense at getting pressure with only 3 pass rushers. That leaves 8 back in coverage. It makes it very difficult to find an open man. But boy, you'll play that defense all day if you can get that kind of pressure with just 3 guys.
The pocket breaking down. He's got a man down the middle. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
My gosh, this receiver is outstanding. A huge play for this Florida State offense. And tell you, you and I have been coming into Tallahassee a long time. We've seen some great receivers. Guys like Johnny Wilson, most recently, a big, tall target. Anquan Bolden could do everything. Maybe one of my favorite players of all time, Peter Warrick. And going back to Fred Biletnikoff, played, of course, at Florida State.
Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary.
Oh.
He doesn't hang on off the deflection there. It's going to bring up a 3rd down play. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or do they have to settle for 3? Looking for 6. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Kansas State offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made across the middle by the running back. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. The Wildcats come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Makes a quick catch. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Offense in hurry-up mode. It's a shotgun run call. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a first down. This Kansas State offense is quickly moving down the field.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Oh shit, almost on the field.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here.
No.
The catch is made for a huge pickup.
Good play.
Touchdown, Kansas State. Just ran away from the defense. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back.
Nice drive.
But not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner will be brought down.
Motherfucker stiffing in the cordboard.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Here comes a handoff. Finding some room at the 25. They get him down, but a solid run by their freshman. So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Breaks loose at the 40. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And completion makes it second and short. That's a design quarterback keeper. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. And the Noles will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Come on, tight end. Really?
There to a short gain. The offense going with the hurry up. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time, Kirk.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Caught over the middle. It's York. Tackle made at the 26. Good enough for a first down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for his big tight end. Grab down the middle. It's York.
It's a good call against man coverage, but the execution made the play there.
And the Seminoles will line up here on first down and goal. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Breaking through defenders. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up.
Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Noles. That kind of execution in a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
The PAT is good. They go for touchdown, 14-7. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Coverage team brings down the returner. Okay, the K-State offense is back out on the field now. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. And looking to throw now on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's tackled after the catch. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. It's an out route, the catch made. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Always have to be careful on the sideline not to step out accidentally. The wide receiver does a good job here on the route to bring the ball in while on a tightrope.
Kansas State getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And it's incomplete even on a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Never underestimate a defensive lineman's ability to play the passing lanes. Smart defensive linemen keep an eye on the quarterback, and if they see the ball coming out, they're able to get those big, long arms up and try to get a piece of it.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Oof, the risk of throwing on 3rd and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on 4th down, but what will be the play call?
And that is no good. And after the miss, still down by 7.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Caught, completion. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle is finally made, but it's down to the 28-yard line. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. And he'll loft it to the inside. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted.
He
Not much
didn't
of a
adjust
return.
as much as I thought he
The
would.
takeaway snuffs out the scoring threat. Big play.
Oh,
Great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
dang it.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Wildcats will kick it off to begin the second half. Return starts from inside the 5. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. You stop him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
But these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
And at first down, they go right back to him. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to a 39.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you're doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for a deep completion. Catch made down inside the 20. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Florida State.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner is brought down. And the Wildcats offense back out on the field. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Tight end goes in motion. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Not much on that play, brought down short. The Wildcats looking to crank up the tempo a bit. It's a draw play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down.
There you go, Arizona.
Sack and will be tackled inside the 10.
Defensive ends are tough to slow down for offensive linemen. They have the size, they have the speed, they have the athletic ability, and here the awareness to come up with a sack. Good play.
And the Wildcats will line up to boot it away when he comes for his 2nd punt of the game. He boots it
Man, come!
inside
Oh
his own
my
end zone.
God! Took my hand off the controller for 1
He'll
second.
field it close to midfield. And he's into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag down. This might be coming back. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offense gets a 2nd chance at points here after that special teams roughing penalty. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, they come out firing here to start this 2nd half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
The short completion of the tight end. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. 3rd down play for this offense. Can he get there on the ground? Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Play action here on 1st down. Going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back, probing the second.
Oh, good play, D-Line.
The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. And the wideout goes in motion. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. The Seminoles will send their punt team onto the field. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Kansas State offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. He'll hand it off. Breaking tackles.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw.
Kick that shit.
Incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
That defensive back played that route so well. Right on the receiver's hip. He saw the ball and just swatted it away.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Here's a screen pass to the running back.
No.
They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage.
All right.
Cats to the line in the hurry up.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that 1st down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the 2nd half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
No huddle here for the offense.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. As we break for the quarter, Kurt, Florida State is on top. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. Running play called on 3rd and short. And they keep the drive going into 1st down to the 46. This Kansas State offense is quickly moving down the field.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a...
Gets past the tackler into opens. Tremendous toughness here. An explosive play moves the ball all the way down near the 25-yard line. Kansas State getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
There's a shot toward the end zone.
Oh, my.
It's caught. Touchdown, Wildcats. Kirk, you look for rust. You look for jitters in the opening drive. Not any sign of it for that offense.
You know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast, but I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
And the point after is right down the middle. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? Here's the first play of the drive now for that 20-yard line. They'll work the clock here with the running game. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Chris, good job here on this stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Handoff from the shotgun. Just trucks the man. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Gord, what are you doing?
Now a timeout taken by the
Just
defense,
running.
trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Come on, man. Idiotic.
Now it's 2nd down here. The back's got it. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. The Knowles will bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. Okay, the K-State offense is back out on the field now. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Tries to get it to the running back. Sideline throw caught, but not enough for a 1st down.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game, and needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Price. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. So it's a 1st down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball.
Oh, he can't. Man, get out of here, bro.
And the stop is made, but not before a huge gain moves the ball to the 32. Looking to chuck it again. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up in the sack.
He catches it, but my guy drops it. What the heck out of here?
The clock ticking down. 2nd down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Drops back. Looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, and they cannot connect. Really needed that completion. Instead, it's a turnover on downs. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They have the lead. Still a 1-possession game thanks to the defense. They'd love to work the clock, but they can't throttle back here. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Same tailback, another carry. Powerful running here. Tackle, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. Line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
They'll run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and